Today is March 25th, 1911, and we have terrible news about the Triangle Shirtwaist factory here in Manhattan. There's a fire from the inside of the building, and apparently the doors were all closed, so many of the workers couldn't escape the fire. A genuinely horrendous story, but I'll let our reporter at the scene take over. Thank you, Jefferson. I'm here at the scene finding out more and more information about the fire. And it's so far the deadliest industrial disaster with over 200 injured and many confirmed dead.
Give justice to my daughter. She couldn't escape and couldn't get out. These owners have to do something about this.
Sorry about that, guys, but as you guys can see, this event is causing a stir in our community for good reason, though.
The fire was probably caused by cigarette butt. They tried to stop the fire with a hose, but it malfunctioned, and the fire just spread. Many people jumped off the building, but many just stayed because they couldn't really do anything. There were new immigrant girls working here from the ages of 14 to 23. There were over 500 people working at the factory. It was also said the doors were locked because the owners didn't want the workers to take unauthorized breaks and also didn't want theft to happen, which is a pretty common practice, but we have many protesters here saying we should change that rule because it's truly detrimental to all our factory workers working day and night. Here you see the aftermath of the fire. I think we can all agree we need better forms of dealing with a situation like this. Here you can also see the cramped and unsafe working conditions from the inside of the factory, which could very much be a reason why the building caught on fire.
That's it from here, ladies and gentlemen. Please keep the people that lost their lives today and their loved ones in your prayers. Good night, 8 Period News.
Hello everyone, my name is Sebastian Uribe. Today is the 130th anniversary of the opening of Ellis Island, and I'm here to tell you the history about this place. Ellis Island opened up on January 1st, 1892, on the New York Harbor, to manage the increasing number of migrants coming to America. People escaping poverty or trying to start a new life traveled by private steamships from Eastern and Southern Europe. Voyages could take 1 to 2 weeks, and passengers were separated based on their wealth and class. In the first year of its opening, it showed a record of 450,000 migrants passing through to enter America in that year alone. By the time it closed in 1954, that number rose to 12 million. Most first and second class passengers stayed in cabins, while the less wealthy stayed in the steerage. This would lead to overcrowding and it being very unsanitary, as hopeful immigrants believed it was worth it for a chance to live in America. Before anyone was allowed to get off the ship, health officers would check for any signs of disease before allowing anyone to set foot on the island. This led to overcrowding, which caused people to be stuck there for days. The photos you see show passengers going through medical and legal exams they needed to pass so they could enter the country. After this was completed, migrants were able to enter and either stay in New York or travel either north or south or wherever they pleased. This was the history of Ellis Island. Thank you guys for watching. Good night, 8 Period News.
Hello everyone at 8 Period News, it's me, Jackson Montague, live here today at the famous Angel Island. Angel Island is an immigration station for Asian immigrants. Many Asian immigrants travel to the immigration station of Angel Island to progress on their grueling journey to America. Here today, we have an Asian immigrant with us. Hello, introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Francisco. I'm from the Guangdong province in southern China. And here to progress on my journey to America, I'm here today to escape from my homeland, which is land stricken by both natural and man-made disasters, as well as collapsing rural economy. Because of the problems ongoing in China, I've decided to pursue a better future in America. Many people from my country think like me and have left to pursue a better future, but because of this, the United States of America enforced the Chinese Exclusion Act.
What is the Chinese Exclusion Act?
The Chinese Exclusion Act is an act only allowing merchants, clergy, diplomats, teachers, students as exempt classes to come to America. Because of this, multiple people are held here for elongated times. Some of us immigrants trying to get into the country rely on buying false identities at a great cost in order to enter the country. People have been held here for multiple months, up until years, due to process of immigration. It is a rough process to go through, but in my opinion, it is worth it if we can pursue freedom and prosperity.
Thank you so much for telling us about Angel Island and taking the time out of your day. It is very much appreciated. Today we have learned various things about Angel Island along with the grueling process immigrants must go through to enter the country. I hope they can all make it through and appreciate this country with us. Thank you for watching.
My name is Bruno Biela and welcome back to 8 Period News. Breaking news today, as many of you know, our economy has been booming lately thanks to our industrial expansion in the United States, which has produced great wealth for owners of factories. has also brought out many improvements to American society in the form of higher standards of living, wider availability of cheap goods, and increased access to public institutions like schools and museums. However, as many of you know, this economic growth has downsides. Many of the people performing the work are workers who have struggled to survive. Majority of these workers include immigrants, women, and minorities. Next up is the reporter who is live at one of the sweatshops where women are working and fellow. Hey man, I'm Alfred, one of the biggest sweatshops of our time, and these women in there are suffering poor wages and conditions for the amount of work they do. It's really terrible what's happening. They often face ridicule and discrimination throughout these times. Here I am with a fellow business owner and his opinion on sweatshops. Hello, I'm a business owner. I don't own a sweatshop, well, at least not anymore, but I can tell you that I didn't like it one bit. Of course, the economy is doing great and many people have jobs, but they don't have it in the wrong way. It isn't fair to the workers and their families. They get paid low wages and they don't get treated right. These people are ridiculed and tormented, to say the least. I stopped owning my sweatshop because of this and wanted to own and run a fair business. All right, that's it. Thank you to the reporter and thank you to the business owner. That's it for the show, and that's it for A Period News. See you later, ladies and gentlemen.